session 5 of God's Lessons. It might be surprising, but the most dangerous thing in these rocky and mountainous deserts is flood. More people are killed by floods in these deserts than by scorpions or heat or just thirst. The reason being that the flood waters comes in huge volumes and at very high speed. And people are attracted to the pools in the wadis because it's water, but the danger is they may not know that rain has fallen maybe some miles away and that there's water coming down the valley. And it comes at such speed that by the time they hear the roar, it's too late. There's a lesson here, and that sometimes we're completely blindsided by something that happens. It may be the death of a family member in a car accident. It might be an unexpected diagnosis of a heart disease or cancer. There's no time to look out for the broom tree or the acacia tree. Our only option is to cry out to God. But the promise is that God will respond. Psalm 69:1 reads, "Save me, O God, from the waters have come up to my neck. I sink in the miry depths where there is no foothold. I've come into the deep waters, the floods engulf me." So there's that picture of someone just caught unexpectedly in this flood. Unable to climb out of the flood because of the sticky mud that's there. But the writer is able to say in verses 29 to 30, "But as for me, afflicted and in pain, may your salvation, God, protect me. I will praise God's name in song and glorify him with thanksgiving." So even when all seems hopeless, we can cry out to God and trust that he is there for us. Psalm 40 verses 1 and 2 uses the image of the desert wadi where there's a water pool left from the last flood. It's very attractive to animals seeking water, but around the edge of the water is usually very muddy and sticky. It can easily get an animal trapped in that mud, and then when they're trapped, they can't escape from the flood that's coming. The verse, "I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand." So it's a picture of an animal being rescued from the mud and put on the surrounding rocks where it's safe from the flood. God does come to our rescue. This then leads us to another picture, and in Psalm 23 it talks of being led to quiet waters. A shepherd with a flock in the desert would know that he shouldn't lead his flock to a puddle of water in a wadi because it's a dangerous place. There may be a flood coming. He would lead them to a place where there was actually a spring and it was permanent water. The picture, of course, is it's only safe to drink where the shepherd says to drink. Jesus is our shepherd, and he leads us to safe places. If we choose our own place, we are in great danger. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing.